It has been coming for a very, very long time, since I remember my conscious years. I have been feeling it. I've experienced this force that it's pushing and sweeping us all. So I'm here to talk about my experience, to share, so you may or may not find something useful, how to deal, how to be in two worlds at the same time, one that is passing and one that is coming. And the best way to stay sane to yourself, the best way is come to your center. It's the message becoming louder, becoming clear, becoming from all over the world. Many people have been talking. And many years ago, when I started my video, I said there's gonna be a point where it's like we're climbing these mountains from very different points, and as we climb, there's a synchronization of even the same sentences, the same thought patterns that are gonna be synchronized. So it's coming, and it's already here. This is the 12 hours, the 12th hour that the Hopi talk about, coming home. And we've been calling it many names: awakening, we've been calling it apocalypse, the new times, and many names, but doesn't matter how we call it. So I'm just talking from my own personal experience, want to share so much. And every time I grab the phone to make a video, I stop myself. Where do I begin? Where is the beginning and where is the end? And this is like the Ouroboros with no beginning and no end we are. Recently, I saw a rather unusual video from Bulgarian channel from where I'm from, and all information that comes now, it's only a confirmation for what we feel first in our body as emotional being, then in how we think. And all this information, it's unpacking us, decoding us. I have been working with the DaVinci Spiral since 2012, and this is the humanity chart, and it's constantly bringing me new information. Whoever has done this, you have your own personal blueprint, and it's incredible guide. It's more and more I can see this aligning. So if you have your chart, my dear one, my dear soul traveler, we are travelers. You can go where you are on your spiral and look again, because as you look, it starts to decode your ancient codes that are exactly like the flowers are popping out of the ground when they're ready under the soil, under the darkness. We've been in this darkness. Don't condemn it. Celebrate it, because the darkness nourished us, pushed us, and each one of us, until the last person is not okay, we're not okay. But each one has its own precise timing when it's gonna pop off the ground. So imagine these dark ages, the barbarian ages that we have been for so long. It's been like the earth in the darkness. We don't see this little seed that it's coming. It's so fragile, it's so... yet it's full of wonder. So there's a force that it's gonna push you, it's gonna move you to pop out. And it's uncomfortable. It's like we've been in the dark, training our wings, training our emotional body, physical body, mental body, our nerve system. It's screaming. I want to talk about this, about the nerve system. Actually, right now, from the very beginning, I believed, I don't know how, but I believed that COVID was sent to unpack us, to unpack our codes, to assist us. It's like a catalyst. And finally, thanks God, and you will know why I say thanks God. Finally, I got it in December. I went through COVID. And what I did, because of my way of being, I said, finally you're here, come, take me, show me what you've got. Was extremely uncomfortable. But as I surrender fully, and I'm not kidding, it was very uncomfortable. Yet my attitude was, come take me, have your way with me, and show me why you are here. And what I found was astonishing. My entire system, neurological system, it started to vibrate. It's like I wanted to jump out of my body. If you had COVID, if you experienced, perhaps you know what I'm talking. And what actually this is in the muscle, it's unpacking literally your DNA, unpacking this sleeping potential that it's within us. This is one of the effects. There are many other effects. What it left me, what everybody's been talking, but I had to experience so I can talk about this, it's the taste. I lost the taste for crappy food. After this, I've been craving fruits and vegetables and fresh. I cannot eat that food anymore like before. And after 2 weeks, I went on fasting. I did juices for over 12 days, only on juices, and it felt amazing. But this is about COVID. COVID is just assistant. There's so many, just like imagine you're multi-dimensional. Many points, many facets, like a diamond. So many things are playing here in this field, energy field. What is within, this is without. This is the ancient proverb that is very powerful. And in this movie, to go back, the Bulgarian, it was very fascinating. Very few people can impress me by now. Hey Siri, stop the music. Very few people can really impress me. But what impressed me Here it's someone with very scientific mind, completely tuned with very open heart, highly intuitive. So this is one of the things that I'm very passionate about what we're doing here. We're working with the fire and the water. These are the two elements that are merging together. This is the inner conflict, mother and father, the dark and the light, where we are merging this two become one. And he shared some information based on research on our DNA, that our DNA is changing before COVID. It's been changing, and it's from 2012, and this is my theory, as it's not mine actually, it's universal, that the world went through the black hole. We, as consciousness, we already went through the black hole. We are already in the new territory. But because the mind, it's conditioned, it's trained to see only what accepts. And he explained it very, very beautifully. If you're in the room and you are trained to see only certain elements or certain colors, you with your perception, you can see 100 things, but you are trained only to see 5 things. You're gonna see only 5 things. So from 2012, we've been flooded. Actually, it's questionable already. Some people say it's already being here. We are just shifting the veil of perception. Some people have a theory that we are entering a new dimension where our perception has become more sensitive. We see, and or we are in new territory. Whatever works for you. I have one principle, hard to say, but a force behind. I get that I'm very open to new idea. I make myself like a very nourishing soil for seeds. So I take ideas, concepts, many different ideas and concepts, and plant them and wait. Just like I'm seeding. I'm a big gardener. I love gardening. And the concept of the garden, it's one of my favorite how to explain creation. But anyway, when you make yourself as a fertile ground and you invite different seeds, and one by one they start to pop out, and only then you can know, is this good for you or not good for you? When you look at the seed, you don't know what is gonna come out of this seed. You have no idea. You cannot dismiss, oh, this is a seed, it's not ready flower. But how I'm like, only if excites you, your excitement, if idea triggers you on a bodily level, take it and plant it. I is the I. It's the masculine. M is the feminine. I, it's the idea. M, it's the soil. And when they merge, the heart and the mind, when they merge, they create life. They We're talking about seeds and plants. So I'm just planting an idea that I have checked. I have many evidence on the basis of my own personal experience, many evidence that this is true. And how do I know it's true? I feel it. It resonates with me. When something resonates, it means only one thing. You already know it. You're just remembering it. So when you hear an idea, they're not new ideas. They're not many new ideas. They're only new to the conditioned mind. But when you have a spark, you say, I love that. I'm so excited about that. This means only one thing, you resonate. The resonance means remembering. So it's time for remembering, time, everything that we have ever needed to know, to experience, it's within us. I'm just here to confirm this. You already know everything. If you have done this amazing activation, it's so much more. It's activation. I give you a chart of your life and I teach you how to decode your own life. So as you decode it more, these are channels of activations. As they illuminate, you are claiming your luminous body, your luminous being in the center of your spiral. You have 360-degree vision of what is going on, and very few things can caught you by surprise. So as we are remembering one by one, and we've been talking, we've been going live, not by chance, it's called go live. We're popping, and what is next? It's gonna be a big surprise to all of us. This is all I can tell you. It's gonna be a big surprise, something that you have not expected, something that you could not comprehend it. Yet at the same time, you're gonna have that feeling of, wow, of course should be like this. It's gonna feel so natural. It's gonna feel so comfortable. It's gonna feel so, how I could not see this before. It's gonna be incredible. Yet, but before this, there's a preparation. Or how should I call it more? It's not preparation, it's a process that is preparing you as you pop out. There's like this building of energy, the force it's building. It's like the egg. It's a time when you're ready. And when you're ready, only your soul, we talk here about the integrity of your soul. Your soul you came with all the knowledge that you need to know. And this chart can give you glimpses. Now, this chart is the collective, the humanity, the new human being chart that I've been working with. And I see many fascinating things coming for us. December 2020, we are gonna have a year of mastering. Mastering our thought forms. We are like little kids now, going through from 2014 to 2023. These are the 9 steps of creation. This is how creation creates. So each element has steps, has 9 steps. So from 2014 we've been in the steps. There's some prelude here, 2 years prelude. From 2012 to 2014, there's a prelude. So much to talk about this. I've been keeping quiet. I have not talked about this for a reason that I cannot even tell you. December 2020. This is the mastery stage where we're gonna finish one big cycle. This is the mind, the attitude, the belief system, the learning stage. And then we are getting, and many people can feel it, the most sensitive souls right now on the planet, they already feel what is to come next. So 2023 December, I'm a little bit running ahead here, but just to give you a overall, we are entering the water element. This is the water. This is color blue. It's very feminine. It's very gentle. It's deep. It's deeply nourishing. It's deeply healing. It's deeply transformative. It's deep. Depending from which point we look at things, it looks different. From patriarchal point of view, this energy is very dangerous because it's female. It's unreasonable. It's unlogical. It's like a wild ocean. And you cannot put this ocean in the cup. You cannot confine it. You cannot dissect it. You cannot reason with it. It's gonna have its way with you, with all of us. But it's for good. It's only for good. It's gonna have its way. Where I'm going with this, a preparation to check on with your emotional body, with your emotion. Check in. This is what I do for many years. I've been on this journey for 30 years. There's so many tools. From the Hawaiian kahunas, I can tell you what I have learned, discovered, experienced. They talk about the 3 selves: the lower self, the middle self, and the higher self. This is in our 3D reality, our linear mind, to comprehend them, but they are not lower, higher, and middle. They are all more dimensional. It's like, this is, let's say, is the lower, this is the middle, and this is the higher self. So the closer you go to your center, more connected you are with your higher self. I'm just finding different way to explain. But what is my point? That these 3, they work together. You're aware of this, or you're not aware of this. This is in psychology, actually, there's a Hawaiian huna, the science of huna, the magic of huna. Actually, psychology is based on huna. So many modern platforms are based on very ancient knowledge, yet not the full truth it's told. So Huna, it's so many things, but it works with the basics, and it makes so much sense, and it's so simple. The more complicated something is, it's a lot of BS. It doesn't need to be complicated. It needs to be very simple. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Just like the breath. Breath in and breath out. And there's a pause. There's a 3. So they always come in 3. They're like 3 sisters, 3 brothers. So the middle self, it's our conscious mind that has powers, yet has the limitations. This middle self does not have a memory and does not have an emotions. The middle self by itself cannot do much, yet can see things, can experience things, and can direct things, give instructions to the lower self, that it's our memory and our emotions. And when the middle self, considering, and this is another topic, considering they have a link, these are the links, are the channels, how they link together. And I teach you exactly how to link your own channels so you can start communicating and starting really to use the wholeness and the totality of your being. So the middle self is the one that instructs. I don't feel good about this. Let's change it. I'm proposing to my conscious middle self, propose to the lower self that it's full of magic, power. She's the one that you should persuade to work with. She's the one to make a connection, this relationship with yourself. It's with the lower self, because the lower self, let's say the lower self, it's here, has access with your memories and your emotion, yet can make direct connection with the higher self, where the real, true magic, power, miracles happen here. So I can teach you how to tune in this on the cross of your integrity. But I'm telling you all this just to make point that everything that we have learned at school, everything that we have learned, most of the things, I will say 99%, it's useless. It's useless in terms of what is gonna happen the next stage of our humanity. We have learned logic, how to do things, how to survive in the physical, but even they didn't taught us how to survive. But I'm not condemning. I'm just saying that all the knowledge that we have is not gonna mean anything unless we are to work with our emotional body, that is our lower self. And our lower self, it's our emotional body that we finally need to befriend, finally need to take for the hand as your best friend, your power, it's there. And the lower self, as the Hawaiian Hunas, Kahunas means secret knowledge, as the lower self becomes comfortable with ourselves, it starts to share with us its secrets. And then we bring the higher self. For some reason, you as conscious, like on this level, the 3D, and it's nothing wrong with the 3D, it's beautiful, and we can make it even more beautiful. But we need to work with all the parts that are playing here. We cannot be one-sided, like left brain, the only left or only right brain. The two brains needs to work together. And only when the middle self and the lower self start to work together, the unity here in the middle, the unity, it's called the higher self. That is the magic, that you create the magic. So this year, I'm here on the spiral. This year is this green. Green means earth, means physicality. I've did a few videos on this, that this year from December 2021 to December 2022, we are gonna get physical. Where it's my money, how it's my health, am I strong, how it's my body, where it's my house, how can I ground. You might feel that I feel so material. Nothing wrong, nothing wrong. We are embodying. You might feel even that you want to eat more, to experience more, but it's this hypnotizing, this deliciousness that the soul came here to experience, the physicality. You might need more sex, you might need more food, more parties, more like earthly pleasures. Why not? As long as you know, Asha, call it Zoba the Buddha. Everything that we do in the physical world, if you bring consciousness, if you are conscious about it, if you're aware of it, if you bring spirit into this, become magnificent and joyful. So Zoba, the Greek that indulges itself, and then the Buddha consciousness. So this is what I'm after. We can have them both. It's nothing wrong. At least I give myself permission to have it. And it's good to have it all. Why not? If you can. If you secretly want something and you feel that you cannot have it, you secretly start to condemn it. If you have a secret from yourself even, if you secretly want something, and if you believe you cannot have it, you start to condemn it. That's a good one. So, to get out of it, no more secrets, at least from yourself. At least from yourself. You can have a secret from other people, but it's time of disclosure. And the disclosure, it's with ourselves, disclosure. Everything that we've been seeing outside on the screen of our reality, actually, it's what is going inside of us. Whatever triggers you from the world events, whatever triggers you, because there are many events, different events that triggers different people. Look what triggers you. Take it. The injustice, how it triggers you. It boils you. Fire. How it triggers you. Take this and work with this. Find somebody to help you work with this. Because this is the preparation. This is the real preparation. This is the real school. This is our mastering of our own relationship with ourselves. Because when we, in 2023, we are entering element of water. This is gonna be in our faces. Somehow, I put myself one step ahead of the game with this chart. And it's not even one step ahead. It's kind of sound arrogant, but it's not. I work 24 hours, even when I sleep. I work. I don't call it work, but I'm processing, very consciously processing, watching the signs, being sensitive, being ready to be open and explore. And it hurts many times. I burn, it hurts, it's uncomfortable, it's scary. I do experience a lot of fear. I do experience, like everybody else, fears. Yet, I snap much quicker than a lot of people. And this is what I want to inspire you, that it's possible. And it's only willingness it's needed here. Willingness. And what I found, that unless we are not uncomfortable, we don't want to change. And it's okay. It's perfectly okay. If you're comfortable, wherever you are, if you're comfortable, this is okay. When it gets uncomfortable, then you will find the help, the inspirations, the tools, they're here. I feel blessed and cursed at the same time because I got uncomfortable very early in my life, very uncomfortable. And I said, why me? Why have to be so difficult? Why have to be? So, wherever you are, you're in the best place. There's no one person here on the planet that it's not exactly, you cannot be anywhere else but exactly where you're supposed to be. Like, the moment you accept this, you're gonna have a big relief. I am where I need to be, exactly. What I don't see that I need to see if I'm uncomfortable, or, okay, this uncomfortable, that shall pass, that shall pass, that shall pass. Whew, I didn't know what I'm gonna talk, but I just feel that push from within with no reason to share this. It's physical. It's Hi everyone, I see you, I see your names, I see you watching. I want to thank you for being here. So if you are inspired, if you haven't done this, if you have been wanting to do this, text me. It's $360 for this. And please talk to me. We can arrange things if you really want to do it and you don't have the finance. We can arrange this. I'm charging this price because it's a lot of work. First, I do it by hand. I've been working on a project to put this on the internet as an application where you can, it's more accessible. But for now, I'm just doing it by hands. Take me 2 to 3 hours to generate, to channel, to work on your energetic. And this is my hesitation to do it because big part, the invisible part, the energetic, that it's infused with blessing, with energy, with activation. I spent 2 to 3 hours to do this. This is your life chart. This will carry you for a long time. We're gonna answer a lot of questions. We're gonna do at least one very deep healing. You're gonna start to put your life together and see that your life, it's your best guru, teacher, so many things, and everything that you need, it's within you. So we are unpacking you, decoding you. You're gonna walk out with the DaVinci code. You're gonna have your own code and many, many, many things. I cannot even tell you what, but so many. Clarity, insights, aha moment, realization, putting your dots together. You're gonna put your dots together. As you put the dots together, it's gonna illuminate you. And then after my work on behind the invisible, the energetic, actually it's the physical too. Do your chart. I'm gonna send you the chart and we're gonna make an appointment. And I spend with you 2 to 3 hours. So altogether it's around 6 hours of my own time to do this. It's my passion. It's what I came here to do. And wow. This chart, it's for humanity. I am starting to do business charts. For now, I'm gonna still keep the same price, but in the future, as this I start to unravel more for the business, I will charge more. But I just telling you, if you're starting a company, if you have a company, if you are working with some difficulties and the company needs some insights, direction, we can do this for a business, for your business. It's energetic structure it has, its cycle it has. So it's going to equip you with a lot of information. If you don't know what direction to go in your business, this is going to give you a lot of clarity. So looking at the humanity chart that was activated 2012, I want to get you to a point 90, 90, 85, 90, 86. If you're in the age of my age. But 1985 and 1986, it's where, if you want to know what's going on now in your personal life, I'm just giving you heads up. If you have not done this, if you have done this, you know how to do it. So these are the years that are exactly related to 2021, 2022. This is the year from December to December. So look, what were the main themes in your life? What were the main emotions? Was it comfortable? What is easy? Relationships, money, health. What was the dynamic? If you have to tell a friend, if I'm asking you, how did you experience these years? Things will come out. Write down places where you live. Who did you live? What was your relationship? How you felt about yourself? How you were thinking about yourself? Who was around you? What was the general feel, atmosphere, what you were doing, how you experienced this physicality? All this is gonna give you, and write it down, and write this. These are the key point that I promise you. This I can promise you, because I've done it long enough to have confidence, not in me, in this system, in the spiral. I promise you, you're gonna find something, a nugget, a crumb, breadcrumb, that it's gonna say, aha, there's some similarity, there's something. Because what we are going here now as humanity, as collective, come back, but it's never in the circle. It's not a closed circle. And that's the magic. It's a spiral. We're coming to the same point, yet we are looking at from different perspective, from different experience. And this is the magic of this spiral. We shift the gear. It's like elevation. This is the point, but we are elevating. We are looking at through eyes of more information, more knowledge, more expansion, more experience, more understanding. So this is fascinating. I'm fascinated by this. It's 2021 December to 2022 December. This is the element of the earth. And there's many other elements that are in dynamic. The major I'm translating, deciphering, decoding the energetic field of humanity from the spiral, from me. There's so many different ways. If you resonate, support my work, share, give me time, book a spiral activation that will add so much value into your life. Incredible. Or give a present somebody that you know will be interested. Talk to me if you don't have the finances, please. And here we are, sitting, the dynamic between the air and earth. This is a dynamic. First, the earth, it's our stability. It's being shaken. Yet, here there's opportunity to go and stabilize within yourself. That no matter, and this is what the spiral does, no matter what's going on around you, you can go in your center and stabilize here within you. This is the biggest security. Today I made a video on Instagram about what is the biggest return on investment, where it's the investment, where you should invest. I've been playing with crypto. Actually, how I get into crypto, I started to learn how to put my art as an NFT, and I code this into this, but I believe in blockchain and technology and more. And I've been studying a lot, going to conferences and researching and playing and messing up and opening accounts that they were closed and many sexy things. But what is my point? I've lost my point because whatever triggers you. Yes, today. So about the investing. For me, the best investment is to invest in yourself. It's always gonna bring you a very high return on investment. Everything that you invest in you, nobody can take it away from you. My granny, I left Bulgaria when I was 25, and I was living in South Africa. So every year I will go home and she said, Tzveta, where your money? People go out, they work, they bring the money, they buy house, they are stable. I say, Granny, I'm putting all my money in me, in bettering education, studying. I don't even want to go there, how much money I have studied, put into studying, and invested my energy, my time, my money into what I'm now. This is my life experience, and from life experience, I can tell you, This is the best return on investment. Everything in the physical world can go to pieces, like many people burn. I'm not saying it's wrong. Play with this physical reality, but your major investment should be in bettering education, and the most important, know yourself. When you know yourself, you can do anything. It's not this Maslow pyramid that, oh, you have to have this and this, and only then you can know who you are and go spiritual. No, it's the opposite. Everything that they told us is the opposite. First know who you are and then build everything else. Whew, I went quite long here. So thank you for watching. Thank you for really, from my heart to your heart, we are together in this. I'm gonna do videos when I feel to do it. Every time I say I'm gonna do it, I don't want to set myself. Whenever it feels right, I will pop out. So, be blessed. Lots of blessings to you.